So here's my most recent order. I got it through a Japanese proxy service, so I'm going to be breaking down the cost of everything in the box, and we'll see if it was worth even using a proxy service or if I would have been better off just buying from like Otaku Mode. So there are pros and cons to both ways of doing this. If you order from sites like Big Bad Toy Store and Otaku Mode, then you know you're guaranteed an authentic brand new figure. You'll just be getting it a few months later. And if you order from a proxy service through sites like Mercari Japan and Yahoo Auctions, then you'll be able to get those figures earlier, right around the Japan release date. But you will just be buying from sellers, you know. Anyone can make an account on Mercari Japan, Yahoo Auctions, just like eBay. Anyone could just sell whatever on there. So you have to be a bit more cautious, check their feedback, their description, make sure you're getting exactly what you want. And another thing to keep in mind when importing figures is import fees. And those are going to be different depending on what country you live in. You might live in a country where it's really expensive to import figures, but I'm in the US, so that's really the only perspective that I can offer. So in the US, at least according to Google at the moment, as long as the value of what you ordered is under $800, then you shouldn't be charged any import fees, but there could be exceptions to that, so I would still just research that yourself. And something that's great about proxy services is the range of figures that you could find on there. You could find really old, rare figures on there, Japan exclusives, or new figures that just released like the ones that I'm focusing on in this video. So before I went to buy them on the proxy service, I checked their prices on Otaku Mode, Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon, and used those prices to figure out how much I was willing to pay on the proxy service. So yeah, all of them would have costed me $396 if I bought them from like, you know, Big Bad Toy Store, Otaku Mode, Amazon, the Whitebeard mug from eBay, since that's exclusive to the Ichiban Kuji set anyway, so I'd either be buying it from a reseller on eBay or importing it from Japan like I did. So yeah, before I went to the proxy service, I had that $396 price in mind. So yeah, when it comes to like Jozu, Vista, Whitebeard, I knew I didn't want to pay $57 for them, you know. I was hoping to pay like $30 to $35 on the proxy service. So had those prices in mind because I want to leave some room for the shipping price. And now here's what I paid for them all on the proxy service. I bought 3 separate listings from 3 separate sellers, and the total for all of them, all 9 of those things, came out to $187 before shipping. So I distributed that $187 across all 9 of the figures, and Jozu 35, Marco 17, Ace 17, Whitebeard 45. And yeah, Ace and Marco went really low pretty fast, so that really helped out a lot because that's really going to help with the shipping price, you know, 17 versus like 47 for each of those. And then yeah, Whitebeard 45, a little more than I wanted to pay for him, but yeah, that was the lowest I could find him. Then Vista and the mug, Vista 28, the mug 18, pretty good. Then for Chopper, Nami, and Lilith, $9 each. So that's what made up that $187. And then it came time to pay for shipping. So shipping costed me $113, so add that $113 to the $187, and that comes out to a final total of $300. So got them for $96 less, and here is the final prices of them with that $300 distributed throughout all 9 of them. Jozu 46, Marco 35, Ace 35, Whitebeard 59, Vista 46, Whitebeard mug 25, Chopper 18, Nami 18, Lilith 18. So this time it worked out great for me. I got them way earlier than if I had ordered the Ichibansho versions from the US sites, and it's not always so simple, you know. They're not always going to be selling on the Japanese market for the prices that you want to get them for. There are times that the prices will go up, and then other times it will drop very low. And yeah, there's just no way to predict that. You can guess, but you really never know. So you are taking a bit of a chance doing it this way. If you want to just have, you know, no worries, just pay the price, forget about it, not worry about finding a good seller or international shipping fees, customs charges, possible customs charges, then yeah, you might be better off just buying the Ichibansho versions. But yeah, I just love using proxy services. I do it all the time. And I also sometimes order from Otaku Mode or wherever else. It really just depends on the price. And sometimes I will pay a little bit more if I can get it earlier. Like, you know, I got these like 3 months earlier, some of them 3 months, 5 maybe. Because lots of times those US release dates get pushed back even further. So it really just depends. Sometimes it only takes a few months, sometimes a little more. And I'm currently in the process of making my next proxy order, so I'm going to be documenting that whole process from start to finish, and that'll be a future video a few months from now.